Welcome back, friend. If you're new here, this channel is dedicated to bringing you honest, well-researched health information designed specifically for those of us over 60 and the families who love us. No gimmicks, no miracle cures, just real information you can actually use. Today we're tackling a topic that has absolutely exploded online. The idea that drinking hot water first thing in the morning acts as a natural detox for your body. You've probably seen the claims. Hot water cleanses your liver. Hot water dissolves fat deposits in your intestines. Hot water purifies your blood. Some of these claims sound wonderful. Some of them sound too good to be true. And when something sounds too good to be true, especially when it concerns your health at this stage of life, you deserve a careful, honest look at what's really going on. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to walk through what happens inside your body when you drink hot water on an empty stomach, which benefits are genuinely supported by medical research, which claims are exaggerated or flat out made up, and most importantly, what practical morning habits actually help your body function better after 60. Sound good? Let's get into it. Before we talk science, let's talk history, because this idea didn't come from TikTok. Drinking warm or hot water as a health practice has deep roots in traditional Chinese medicine, stretching back thousands of years. In Chinese wellness philosophy, cold water is believed to disrupt the body's internal balance, what practitioners call your QI, or life energy, while warm water is thought to support digestion and promote circulation. If you've ever visited China, Japan, or India, you may have noticed that restaurants frequently serve warm or room temperature water rather than the ice-cold glasses we're accustomed to here in the States. Ayurvedic medicine, the ancient Indian wellness system, promotes a similar practice. Warm water with lemon first thing in the morning has been an Ayurvedic staple for centuries, believed to kindle what they call Agni, your digestive fire. Now, traditional doesn't automatically mean proven. Bloodletting was traditional too, and we moved past that for very good reasons, but it also doesn't mean worthless. Sometimes ancient practices contain kernels of physiological truth that modern science is only beginning to measure properly. The trick is separating the kernel from the husk. The modern viral version of this trend, though the one flooding your Facebook feed and YouTube recommendations, tends to strip away all nuance. It packages hot water as a miracle detox, a fat burner, a cancer preventative, a cure for constipation, acne, aging, and just about everything short of a bad credit score. That packaging is where we run into problems. So let's put the viral claims on the table one at a time and hold them up against what researchers and physicians actually know. The biggest claim is the word detox itself. You hear it everywhere. Detox teas, detox diets, detox water. The implication is that toxins accumulate in your body like grime in old pipes, and you need something special to flush them out. Hot water, according to the viral logic, raises your core temperature, makes you sweat, opens up some kind of internal drainage system, and washes those toxins away. Here's the reality, and please hear this with the respect it's intended. Your body already has a detoxification system. It's not a myth. It's not a marketing term. It's your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your lymphatic system, your skin, and your intestines, all working together every second of every day to filter, neutralize, and eliminate waste products from your blood and tissues. Your liver alone performs over 500 distinct biochemical functions. It breaks down ammonia into urea, it metabolizes medications, it converts harmful substances into water-soluble compounds your kidneys can excrete through urine. Your kidneys filter roughly 50 gallons of blood every single day, 50 gallons removing excess fluid, electrolytes, and metabolic waste with extraordinary precision. No glass of water, hot, cold, lukewarm, or blessed by a monk on a mountaintop, replaces or significantly enhances what these organs do. Dr. Tanis Fenton, an adjunct professor at the University of Calgary's Cummings School of Medicine, has stated plainly that the concept of dietary detoxification has no supporting evidence in medical literature. The British Dietetic Association has called detox diets and detox drinks a marketing myth rather than a nutritional reality. Now, and this is important, that does not mean water doesn't matter. Water matters enormously. Adequate hydration supports every single one of those detoxification organs. When you're dehydrated, your kidneys struggle, your blood thickens, your bowels slow down, waste products linger longer than they should. For seniors especially, dehydration is a genuine and surprisingly common medical concern. Studies published in the journal Nutrients have shown that adults over 65 are significantly more likely to be chronically underhydrated, partly because the thirst sensation diminishes with age. You simply don't feel as thirsty as you used to, even when your body needs fluid. So here's the honest reframing. Drinking water in the morning, hot or otherwise, doesn't detox your body in some magical, pipe-cleaning way, but it does support the organs that handle your body's real, continuous, built-in detoxification. That distinction matters. One framing sells you a fantasy. The other empowers you with genuine understanding of your own physiology. All right. So hydration is important. We've established that. But does it matter whether the water is hot? Is there a measurable difference between sipping hot water and sipping cold water in the morning? This is where things get genuinely interesting. A study published in the Journal of Neurogastroenterology and Motility found that warm water around 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit stimulated intestinal peristalsis more effectively than room temperature water. Peristalsis is the wave-like muscular contraction that moves food and waste through your digestive tract. For anyone over 60 dealing with sluggish bowels or chronic constipation, and frankly, that's a substantial number of us, this finding is actually meaningful. Warm water on an empty stomach may help wake up your digestive system and encourage a bowel movement more reliably than cold water. A separate study from the European Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research observed that participants who drank warm water reported less bloating and improved comfort during digestion compared to cold water drinkers. The proposed mechanism is straightforward. Warm liquid relaxes smooth muscle tissue in the stomach and intestinal walls, allowing food to pass more easily and gas to dissipate rather than build up. There's also the vasodilation effect. When you drink warm water, your blood vessels dilate slightly, improving peripheral circulation. For seniors dealing with cold hands and feet, mild Raynaud's symptoms, or general sluggishness in the morning, this gentle circulatory nudge can feel genuinely pleasant and restorative. It's a small effect. Nobody is claiming hot water replaces blood pressure medication, but it is a real, measurable physiological response. Now, what about the claim that hot water dissolves fat in your digestive system, that it literally melts grease off your intestinal walls the way hot water melts grease off a frying pan? This is one of the most commonly repeated assertions online, and it is, respectfully, nonsense. Dietary fat digestion is managed by bile salts produced by your liver and released from your gallbladder into your small intestine. These bile salts emulsify fat, break it into tiny droplets, so that pancreatic enzymes called lipases can dismantle fat molecules into absorbable components. The temperature of the water in your stomach doesn't meaningfully alter this biochemical process. Your internal body temperature is already 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. A cup of warm water doesn't change your core temperature enough to melt anything. And the calorie burning claim? Some sources insist hot water boosts metabolism and accelerates weight loss. A frequently cited German study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism did find that drinking about 17 ounces of water increased metabolic rate by roughly 30% for about 30 to 40 minutes. However, and this is the part the viral posts conveniently omit, the effect was slightly greater with cold water because your body expends energy warming it to body temperature. The overall caloric difference is negligible either way. We're talking about burning maybe 8 to 12 extra calories. That's less than a single bite of toast. If someone tells you hot water is a fat-burning shortcut, they are selling you something, possibly literally. If you're finding this helpful and you're over 60 or caring for an elderly loved one, this is exactly the kind of honest information that could make a real difference in daily decisions. Consider sharing this video with someone you love. Knowledge shared is health multiplied. Let's collect the genuine benefits because they exist and they deserve acknowledgement without the hype. Benefit 1. Improved morning hydration. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is mildly dehydrated. You've been breathing, perspiring subtly, and your kidneys have been working all night. Starting the day with 8 to 12 ounces of water, warm or otherwise, replenishes fluid levels and supports kidney function from the very first hour. For seniors taking morning medications, adequate hydration also ensures those pills dissolve and absorb properly rather than sitting in a dry stomach causing irritation. Many older adults take their pills with barely a sip. A full glass makes a measurable difference in how gently those medications interact with your stomach lining. Benefit 2. Constipation relief. We mentioned peristalsis, and it bears repeating because chronic constipation affects roughly 33% of adults over 60. Warm water on an empty stomach acts as a gentle, zero-side effect nudge to your bowels. Compared to stimulant laxatives, which can cause cramping, dependency, and electrolyte imbalances over time, a warm glass of water is about as safe as a morning habit gets. Some gastroenterologists actively recommend it as a first-line intervention before reaching for any over-the-counter product. Benefit 3. Soothing for nasal and throat congestion. If you wake up congested, and many seniors do, particularly during fall and winter months, or if you sleep with a CPAP machine, warm water produces steam that loosens mucus in your nasal passages and throat. A 2008 study published in Rhinology found that hot beverages improved nasal airflow and reduced perceived symptoms of congestion significantly more than room temperature liquids. The warmth also soothes a scratchy or dry throat that often accompanies mouth breathing during sleep. Benefit 4. A calming ritual that reduces morning cortisol. This one is less about the water and more about the habit itself, but it matters enormously. Seniors who establish a quiet, intentional morning routine, sitting down, holding a warm mug, taking slow sips before the rush of the day, experience measurable reductions in morning cortisol, the stress hormone. Research from the University of Bristol demonstrated that the act of holding a warm beverage increases feelings of interpersonal warmth and calm. Your nervous system responds to warmth. The ritual of stillness compounds that effect. For anyone managing anxiety, loneliness, grief after losing a spouse, or the generalized unease that sometimes accompanies aging, this simple practice offers a pocket of peace that costs nothing and harms no one. Benefit 5. It may encourage better overall fluid intake throughout the day. Behavioral studies consistently show that establishing one positive health habit in the morning creates a psychological cascade. You drink water at 7 in the morning, you're more likely to reach for water again at 10. You're more likely to choose a lighter lunch. You're more likely to take that afternoon walk. Psychologists call this keystone habit formation. The hot water itself isn't magical, but the act of prioritizing your health before anything else sets a tone for the entire day. Before you rush to the kettle tomorrow morning, a few cautions, because caring about your health means caring about the details. First, temperature matters in the opposite direction too. Water that's too hot can scald your mouth, throat, and esophagus. The World Health Organization's International Agency for Research on Cancer classified beverages consumed above 149 degrees Fahrenheit as probably carcinogenic to humans, based on studies linking very hot drinks to esophageal cancer, particularly in regions where scalding tea consumption is culturally common. Your target should be comfortably warm. Think bath temperature water, not boiling. If you have to blow on it repeatedly or wince during the first sip, let it cool down. There is no benefit that requires burning yourself. Second, seniors with certain medical conditions should talk to their physician before dramatically increasing fluid intake. If you have congestive heart failure, advanced kidney disease, or are on fluid-restricted medications, your body's ability to handle extra volume is compromised. More water is not always better when your heart or kidneys are struggling to manage what's already circulating. Third, if you add lemon to your warm water, a popular addition, be aware that regular citric acid exposure can erode tooth enamel over time. Use a straw if possible. Rinse your mouth with plain water afterward, and wait at least 30 minutes before brushing your teeth. Brushing immediately after acid exposure actually drives the acid deeper into softened enamel. Fourth, warm water is not a substitute for medical treatment. If you're experiencing real symptoms, persistent fatigue, unexplained weight changes, digestive problems that don't improve, blood in your stool, warm water is not your answer. Your doctor is your answer. Warm water is a supportive daily habit, not a therapeutic intervention for existing disease. So, let's put this all together into something you can actually use tomorrow morning. When you wake up, before reaching for coffee or breakfast, pour yourself 8 to 12 ounces of warm water. Not boiling, comfortably warm, the kind of temperature that feels soothing against the back of your throat. Sit down somewhere quiet. Hold the mug or glass in both hands and let the warmth settle into your palms. Sip slowly. This isn't a race. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes. Breathe between sips. If you'd like, add a thin slice of fresh ginger, which has modest anti-nausea and anti-inflammatory properties supported by clinical research. Or a squeeze of lemon if your teeth can handle it and you enjoy the taste. Or nothing at all. Plain warm water is perfectly sufficient. While you sip, resist the urge to check your phone, scroll the news, or catalog the day's worries. Those can wait 10 minutes. They always can. This brief window of warmth and quiet is yours. After you finish, wait about 20 to 30 minutes before eating breakfast. This gives the water time to move through your stomach and begin its gentle work on your digestive tract. Then, eat something nourishing, whole grains, fruit, protein, whatever your dietary needs call for. That's it. No special brand of water, no expensive alkaline filtration system, no supplement powder stirred in, just warm water, a quiet moment, and the simple act of putting your well-being first before the day takes over. So let's answer the question we started with. Drinking hot water in the morning, real detox benefits or viral myth? The honest answer lives in the middle, where honest answers usually do. Hot water does not detoxify your body. Your liver and kidneys handle that, and they don't need temperature-adjusted assistance. Hot water does not melt fat, cure disease, or reverse aging. Anyone telling you otherwise is either misinformed or trying to sell you something. But warm water in the morning genuinely supports hydration after a long night of sleep. It encourages healthy digestion and bowel regularity. It soothes congested airways. It provides a calming ritual that steadies your nervous system, and it sets a behavioral tone that ripples positively through the rest of your day. Those aren't myths. Those are small, real, evidence-supported gifts you give yourself every single morning for the cost of boiling a kettle. You've lived 6 decades or more. You've earned the right to health advice that respects your intelligence. Advice that doesn't dress up simplicity as sorcery, but also doesn't dismiss what genuinely helps. Warm water helps, gently, quietly, and without fanfare. Take care of yourself tomorrow morning, and the morning after that. Every small choice you make for your body is a message that says, I'm still here, and I still matter. Because you do. Deeply. If this video gave you something useful today, hit that subscribe button so you never miss our weekly senior health breakdowns. Share this with a friend, a sibling, a parent, anyone over 60 who deserves honest answers instead of viral noise. And drop a comment below. Do you drink warm water in the morning already? Have you noticed a difference? I read every single comment and I'd love to hear your experience. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay curious, and stay well.